Hey scholars, it's Mrs. Iredale back for another math exploration. Today we are going to dig into the question, what is an equivalent fraction? When you look at that word equivalent, there is a root word, a prefix that exists, equa. And what do we know that equa stands for? We've seen it in the word equal. Equa means the same, okay? So when we ask what is an equivalent fraction, we are really asking for fractions that are the same amount, okay? So I thought we'd do a little bit of a cooking experiment, or rather a eating experiment with a Hershey's chocolate bar, okay? I went into Mrs. V's class, Miss Vanderlip's class, and I picked 4 students who were going to get a chocolate bar. Michaela, Jaylee, LaRon, and Zayden. Alrighty? But underneath this Hershey's chocolate bar are 4 different types of partitioning. I've cut different parts of the chocolate bar up into different size pieces. All of the chocolate bars are going to be the same length, but I cut them up into different kinds of parts. The first strip of chocolate bar I'm going to give to Michaela, and I cut it up into halves. And I said, Michaela, you get a half of the chocolate bar. Now the next strip of chocolate bar is for Jaylee. And I told Jaylee, you're going to get 2/4 of a chocolate bar. And Michaela and Jaylee looked at each other and they started thinking, who got the most? Who got the least? And so they decided to go on and figure out what their amounts equaled. Here's 1/2. So this is how much Michaela got. And there is 2/4, which is the amount that Jaylee got. Who got the most? Who got the least? They got the same amount. That is what an equivalent fraction is. Different numerators, different denominators, but they're still the same amount. 1/2 is equal to 2/4. All right, well, LaRon came into the room, and here's his strip of chocolate bar. And I decided to cut his section up into 1/6. Now, is there a way that he can get the same amount that Michaela and Jaylee did? Well, let's see if we can cut it up right where the cutoff line is for the girls. And by golly, check it out. We can cut it in a way that LaRon can get the same amount. How many 6ths is LaRon going to get today? He's going to get 3/6. 3/6 is equivalent to 2/4, which is equivalent to 1/2. Well, Zayden's like, what about me? What about me? Well, there you go, Zayden. I cut your section up into 8ths. We are looking to give you a cutoff line so you have the same amount as the girls in LaRon. Was there a way that we could cut it in which you got the same amount? Yes, there is. He gets 4 out of 8 sections, so 4/8 is equivalent to 1/6, 2/4, and 1/2. Kind of neat. That's what equivalent fractions are. And let's go on and write it down so you all can see what this looks like. So 1/2 is equal to 2/4, which is equal to 3/6, which is equal to 4/8. I want you guys to study those sets of numbers, those fractions. They are equivalent. They are the same amount. Different numerator, different denominator. Do you see a pattern? I want you to think about that till next time. There will be a part 2 to this video. Happy learning!